Hello everyone. It's first thing on a morning, and I have to go and meet my friend, and then we are going to the doctor because a few days ago we tried to help a dog, and when we got it to the vets, some Germans who live in Machami called Ellie and Laszlo, we discovered that the dog had rabies and it had to be destroyed, and both my friend Anna and I hadn't had the vaccine, so now we have to have a course of post-exposure treatment, which is like five injections ultimately. So vaccines are not something I agree with in life, but obviously in this instance there's little to no choice in the matter. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'll get this out the way, then I've got to go and visit a dog and her puppies who we are assisting with food and such for, and then I'm picking up a new addition, a new dog for the rescue centre. So okay, I'll speak to you soon. Okay, so I've had my jab and my arm. Sorry, I've had my jab and my arm is extremely sore as it was yesterday. So could do without it first thing on the morning, but never mind. So now I'm off to see the mama and her 9 puppies to see how she's getting on.
Kuna nyama
Sawa. Very happy with Mama and the 9 puppies. So I came to see them. She gave birth to this litter in between 2 security fences. So a few days ago we found them and had to cut in to get to her. But then the groundsman of the land said that the person who owns the house owns the dogs, so he didn't want to give them up. But he loved them a lot, you could see that. He just didn't have any food for them. So I've given him food, a few weeks worth, and he's even managed to find some fresh meat for her, which I spotted the bones of in there as well. So yeah, we'll look after these puppies and the mama, and when the time comes we'll sort out their vaccinations and vet care and stuff like this. Now I need to head off to pick up our new addition, which is a dog that was beaten, unfortunately, and found by a local lady called Jyoti, who's a big animal lover, and she's called the dog Joniki, which is Hindi for belonging to John. So it looks like this one's definitely coming to live with me. Okay, so I'll head off there now. I'm just heading off to get the new addition, Joniki, from Jyoti, so we'll see how it goes. It's always fun putting a new dog in this little car, so we'll see. Okay.
We have to go, I'm sorry.
So I've collected Joniki, who is here. She's a lovely dog. She was very badly beaten. She still has a lot of open wounds on her and a big lump on the top of her head. She's been very, very well looked after by Jyoti. And Jyoti's a huge animal lover. And it was quite sad to see them separated, actually, because Joniki is very attached to us. Likewise, Jyoti. Another one can come and live with the pack. She'll settle in this afternoon and give her a loving home so she doesn't have to go back on the street where she can be abused and beaten senseless, as so often happens for reasons unbeknown to myself. Frustration, anger, I don't know. People seem to there's a different mentality towards animals and dogs in particular. I stopped for a little snack. Some of you will know I'm a vegan, and that means, well, I'm a high carb vegan actually, for various reasons, ethical and health. And I have just stopped, as constantly, bear with me. Everywhere you go in Tanzania, there is someone selling fruit. So it's a dream come true for someone like me, because there's fast food on every corner, and it's organic and fresh, and it comes down from the mountains on top of Mama's head, and then they just sell it at the side of the road, and you can get so many different things, and it tastes so good. So I've just been to get my lunch. Yeah, thought I'd add that. It's funny here because I'm vegan obviously by choice, but in Tanzania a lot of people are vegan, high carb vegans I might add, by default, because they can only afford to eat and grow maize and beans as well. So when they live like that, they're all extremely healthy, funnily enough, as long as they have enough money to get by and there's no other issues. You know, like bad home environment, etc. When people start earning a little bit more money and they have access to oil and meat, then you start to see people developing Western illnesses like diabetes and obesity and stuff like this. So there's a lesson to be learned there, surely. If you look at the high carb people who can't afford the supposedly Western healthy meat option, they are healthy. Those who can afford it are not. So maybe this is something to learn from our from places like Africa and China, where everyone's really lean and they eat a high carb diet and predominantly vegan. So anyway, just wanted to add that. So I've arrived with Joniki. She's a little scared and apprehensive. So I'm gonna put her on her own until her wounds heal up a little more, because the pen where all the other dogs are, they get very boisterous, and I worry they'll hurt her because she still has open wounds on her leg and one on her head, and yeah. She's so sweet though, very nice dog. So, Johnny, let's get you out. Mama has gotten a little jealous of Joniki's arrival. I spend a lot of time with her, so. And Joniki's not sure what to make of it. Mama! So you might as well meet Mama. She's making enough noise here about our new arrival, so... And this is why we call her Mama, because here's her babies. Mama! We have Tequila, Sinbad, Mama, and 2 nameless puppies as well, so... Mama! So... We rescued Mama from... and her puppies from being hung from a tree to euthanize her, would you believe? So there's no, well, the locals don't have lethal injections, so this is what they were doing. So yeah, but thankfully she's with us now anyway. So, and I'll let you meet the rest of the guys while we're here. And I'll quickly sort Mama out with her cushions and blankets and some food. So, here are the rest of the pack. So, this one is Marley, who I rescued in the village. He was locked under a tiny little thing in the hot sun and was terrified, so he's been with me ever since he was a little one. The white one is a Cece. She followed me when she was dying as a 2-week-old puppy, something like this. She had mange and she was a real mess. But now obviously she's good. This is Pepper, who's leaving us on Monday for his new home with his brother Castor, who's already there. This is Simba, who cries for me and nobody else. And the little one in the middle here is Brianna, who's not so little anymore, was one of our 3 orphan pups who were abused and beaten from being born every time they went to the toilet. So, but 2 of them have found homes now with an American lady. So we just need to find a home for Brianna, and she's a very, very happy little dog. So we're all happy dogs. Yes. And this is where the rescue all began, with Bruno and his best mate Egypt, and here's Babu here to feed them. He's cooking for them. So, but yeah, I got these 2 last year. So this is village to village, where I sometimes stay. I used to stay in the village all the time, but after having malaria twice, giardiasis and typhoid, I decided I should stay in town sometimes where it's a bit more hygienic, I guess, sanitary, I don't know. It's not unclean here, but you know, village water and stuff, you just never know, even if you supposedly boil it, but never mind. So I'll just get you inside. If we have volunteers, we have little beds set up. So that's the office. Give the mess. Yeah. So bathroom, western toilet, one of the only ones in the village, and yeah, more space for volunteers. So anyway, pretty dull. That's inside, and outside is our kitchen cum tool shed, and there's no electricity, but we have a solar panel which works on one socket, and there's no lights at the moment, so they're supposed to be, but when funds get better, we'll hopefully get all that fixed. Some thieves stole parts from the solar, so there's a problem there, but never mind. No one comes here now with all the dogs, so that's okay. This is where Mama lives with her 4 babies. We'll put a proper roof on again when funding comes, but for now it keeps the rain off. There's Johniki looking very at home in her new house, and we're just cooking her something now, so she'll have a bite to eat. And this is where the pack live. And this is our mandala garden, where we practice organic farming practices. Our Babu's in there cleaning up after the dogs. I should explain that on a night, 2 gentlemen work as security for the site. One being Babu, who cooks and feeds for the dogs, and for some of the dogs, not all. And he has to carry like a bucket of blood and waste meat from the butchers every day as well. So, and build a fire by hand, and so it's quite a lengthy task he has. That you can see is our dog waste composter, which I installed due to obvious reasons. Over here, I'll just take you there. This is Mama Maria's place. So 7 people, 1 adult and the rest children, lived in there, and we built Village to Village, built this for Mama Maria and her children. So obviously they're happy people now, they have a toilet, etc. And this is our view, which is phenomenal. And here is actually Kilimanjaro, but she's hidden. She's shy today, as the locals say, but it dominates the skyline when it's a clear day. I'll show you one day, hopefully. Okay. So yeah, more gardening. We practice different methods to see what's best, because it's hard to grow here because it's so hot and so rocky. Yeah, so we do our best with the land to show the village that you can provide for yourself even on a rocky outcrop, which is what this is ultimately. This is another enclosure that we have built, and it's not finished because we hadn't had the money to finish it. But we're going to build a house for the dogs, put some cement down in one area, and that's where they'll sleep. So yeah, and I was interrupted there by one of Mama Maria's grandchildren. She is now actually a grandchild called Dorini, who just came. I gave her some colours a couple of weeks ago, like felt tips, colouring pens, and she's just brought me this lovely picture, which is, she's a good little artist. She's only like 4 years old, so anyway, just thought I'd share that. So that was Village to Village, and now I'm gonna head back. It was a dog rescue day today, really. Wasn't a lot to do with the children's fund, but I have a lot of admin to do. Keeping track of 71 children is quite difficult to do. And I've just been completely distracted by the faces on these little puppies as I came walking by. So yeah, okay, hope you enjoyed that, and I will hopefully make another video soon. Bye.